I thought that Vintage Cube was going to end this past Tuesday, but it seems like it has been extended one more week. The trophy count reset, and having played one, you win this free avatar just for playing. Then, if you happen to get a trophy, you'll also win a Quantum Riddler avatar. So I think that'd be a nice flex. So I'm going to go for it. Um, I upgraded my package so that my screen recording should be better. If you notice a video difference or an audio difference, please let me know. People saying in the comments how I could improve has helped me to get to where I am now. So pack one is I would say, very weak pack. Parallax Wave, I feel like is a card I underrate. Um, because I always just read it as like temporary removal, but I mean, it kills 4 creatures for 2 or 3 turns. Like that's super good. Um, my default here would definitely be Dark Ritual. Um, there's nothing else I would really consider out of this pack. Some people that always play blue would play Miscalc maybe, but I think Dark Ritual is just so good. One of my favorite plays in Vintage Cube is Dark Ritual Liliana the Veil turn 1. It's just backbreaking. Pack 2, I again just am not pushed in a direction. Dark Ritualing into Doomsday is not good. You just won't have enough mana on your following turn to do things. Um, Ancient Tomb is definitely the most individually powerful card in this pack. I'm not married to black right now. We'll see if I get past anything. But we're going to take Ancient Tomb and hope that something begins revealing itself. Um, Black does seem just to be getting cut, which is fine. Vista is good if I just want to stay open. If I want to do green things, I feel like this card's good. There's Berserk and Mutagenic Growth and Invigorate we saw in pack one. But they put in support for this if I want to try to do that strategy. Sorry, I Void. I I'm not I don't know how to say that. I hate top. You can't make me play top in my deck. Um I'm between Vista and the Roid. Roid's good with Ancient Tomb. Vista's good in every deck. There's just 3 good green cards, which makes me think green is open. Green is continuing to seem moderately open. Um, if we're doing black things, Dark Ritual into Bronco is good. Also, Thopter Foundry is good. Ledger Shredder, people just never take this card. It is so good. It just filters and grows. Um, Green is continuing to feel open to me. I wish I had taken the Roid instead of the Vista. Um, that said, I'm gonna take Elves. Things with taking Elves, that should not be the first green card you take. But I'm just having a hard time. Okay. We have decided green is open. Um Emrakul is crazy. This is like pack one, pick one level. If you haven't seen my video on the best huge monsters to put into play, Emrakul was third. Um, and I would first pick it in many packs. So I see Jewel, I see Emperor, but Primeval Titan, and maybe try to do Dark Depths, see things. If I'm green black, I can be looking at the Chain of Smog combo. Wasteland is in this pack, but so is Tropical Island. So it's kind of am I wanting to be fair or unfair? Unfair land wise. Wasteland wins me a lot of games. but drop feels like this is a good deck to just be trying to get some fixing. Kind of opens me up. My last Vintage Cube video, I did the lands thing, and that's definitely not what I set out to do. But here we are, you know. Wow, the big stupid idiots are just alive and well. This was my number one creature to try cheating into play. And Channel is in this cube, you know. Crop rotation into Dark Depths combo. Dark Depths combo is seeming available. So we're gonna play into that, I guess. My other pick, my order would be Bayou, then Blightsteel in case I get Channel. Um, so now the question is, am I also going to try to do the Nadu combo? And I think the answer is yes. Um, I want to be blue, black, green, and hopefully get Oko and Nadu and stuff. Field of the Dead is interesting with prime time. I've found in Vintage Cube, if you get to a stage in the game where you're Field of the Deading, you're losing. Deathrite Shaman is interesting, but Swamp, Mountain, Forest. I'm going to take it and probably not play it. This is a very interesting draft, which is good to talk about, you know, the thought process. Now, again, I'm thinking Chain of Smog combo is really good in this deck in theory. I always like having two game plans. So if my game plan is Chain of Smog combo and Dark Depths combo, I got a couple things going on. This turns creatures into any lands I want. This is a Ledger Shredder and this is a Bronco. I would play all four of these cards. I'm taking Ledger Shredder. It just does everything I want it to do. I'm going to take the Mastery in case I go against Reanimator and I just need to have the ability to remove something. So this is a Soul Ring, Hope the Witch Tables. Turn 1 Soul Ring, turn 2 do things is a pretty good strategy in Vintage Cube. Pedal is good. You know, doing unfair things is good, but I don't know what I'm like pedaling into. You know, what is the reason I would be pedaling? I don't have an answer to that. Spell Pierce is one of the best counter spells in this format. Plains, Swamp Forest, that's still not the colors I necessarily want. Leovold is good. Man, the world just wants me playing red. So that's half of the Dark Depths combo. One of the ways to be doing it. This makes Dark Depths be less bad. This is just value. So the question is like, how confident am I that this is what I want to be doing? You know, how much am I skewing toward each combo? Tifo requires a lot of fetch lands and other things. Like Invigorate didn't table, or Boreal didn't table. This Tifa is definitely more up their alley. I'm going to take the Hex Mage and just say, hey, this is the lane I'm in. The big stupid idiots, no one's playing Sneak and Show or Through the Breach somehow. Because this is going in the other direction and it's still just super available. I like Grist. It's great with the white. Not much to say there. We got the Oko. That's really good. That is really good. If I get the pedal back, I'm taking it. Hopefully, can just turbo out an Oko or Grist. Snuff Out's good if it comes back. Duress is good if it comes back. But I don't have to think too much about taking an Oko. I'm very low on this card. But if I'm Dark Depths comboing, it's fine. However, there's a Boseiju, and I would just rather have the Boseiju. Hopefully this card will table because it sucks. Thespian Stage is also part of the combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get one of these cards back. All of the big stupid idiots are hanging around. If this was the first time I was seeing this pack, I would take Uro. Like if this was like pack 2, pick 1, and there were more cards here, I would take Uro. But I'm gonna take Stage. I now have Stage, Hexmage, Prime Time. Maybe I should have taken the crop rotation. I think the Dark Depths combo is not really the best thing to be doing in Vintage Cube. It's just it's so low powered compared to what can be done. It's kind of like a turn 4 2020, which is obviously fine, but Woodfall Primus is interesting. I think I put this in A tier as things to cheat to play because it can be natural ordered, which is something I'm a little interested in. It can be flashed, which is something I'm a little bit interested in. And it can be cast for 8, which if I have a Prime Time and a Soul Ring and a Nadu, like I can get 8 mana. So that's a great sign. Maybe Chain of Smog comes around in pack 3. So Dark Ritualing into Witch on turn 1, and then Chain of Smogging on turn 2. Currently, I'm not sure the Dark Ritual makes the deck. I kind of just said its only use case, but yeah, I kind of wish this Wasteland was a tropical island. Uh, but we'll take the Avamaya, we'll take the Night's Whisper, and we'll start with it in Oculus to the side. The last card of is the Reclaimer theoretically an option in this next pack? I hope so. And then the last card will be interesting. Alright, we did not get Reclaimer, which who the heck took the Reclaimer? Hopefully not someone that also took Dark Depths. If it isn't the best reanimation target, the best through the breach target, the best everything. I could have had a deck full of big stupid idiots. What to do here? My gut says to get Terra Sunder, because I am just kind of this grimy mid-range pile. Sheldock Isle, cheating in Primeval Titan super late isn't where I want to be. Tolarian Academy is obviously a great card. Not in this deck. Same with Tezzeret. I mean, Tezzeret gets Soul Ring and hangs around and does weird things, but as kind of lame as it is, I'm taking Terra Sunder. And we got the Chain of Smog. We don't let this go. It will probably table if I left it, but probably tabling is not good enough. So we have a combo in deck. We also have ways to tutor half the combo. That is why I took Spellseeker. So, and then Pillage can find, stuff. What have we here? This can get the half of the combo I don't have, which is interesting. It can also get white. It can also get Land War Elves. It can also get Grist. It can also get Prime Time. Green Sun Zenith is very interesting. Yeah, I'm taking the Green Sun Zenith, and we're gonna see if it ends up looking smart or ends up looking stupid. this is a pack where you just take the best card that's just generically good, and that's Orcish Bowmasters in your black deck. Um, this is a super interesting one. Deluge, great card, especially if I'm doing weird combo-y stuff. You can just clean up if I don't have creatures I care about. But Preacher the Schism, super good to Dark Ritual into on turn 1. And Brazen Borrower is one of the better pieces of interaction in this cube. But I think I've talked myself into Deluge. Guys, I have really bad news. I have not seen the Dark Depths. If we don't get the Dark Depths, and we don't get the other piece of the Chain of Smog combo, deck looks a lot worse. Frantic Search is one of the best cards in the cube. Fnatic, what's turning it on, other than the things I want to be casting anyway? I don't have answers to these questions. We could have had Archon, Animate Dead, and Exhume, which is crazy. But yeah, I fear this deck is bad. Wow. Yeah, I fear greatly that this deck is bad. So we're going to take out Stage, take out Hex Mage. What are we getting here? Is it Borrow Goyf? Oddity? What's our playable count? Because I'm always a fan of getting lands, but if our playables are low, then we also don't have Nadu. Yeah, deck did not pan. But it's very important when your deck doesn't pan out to go 2-1. So this is going to be a testament to, can I go 2-1 with a pretty convincingly mid deck? Get my entry fee back and try again. So I need to find a playable or two that I'm happy with. Deck's fine. Kind of want another target for Green Suns. This Spellseeker can find Green Suns, it can find Tear Asunder, it can find Pillage, it can find Whisper, it can find Chain of Smog, like Dark Ritual, Spell Pierce. It can find enough things that I'm happy with it. It appears as though I do not have another Green Suns target. What is the ruling on Green Suns zening the back of Kren? I bet you can't do it. I'm just guessing it can't be done. That would make sense to me. I tried to look it up on my phone quickly. I could not find a quick answer that I felt was probably by a reliable source. Blue is the splash, so I'm not like dying to play Mastermind. I'm gonna do Chief Mastery, and we're just gonna run it. No fetch lands. Couple duels. Got an Ancient Tomb. We can Ancient Tomb Talisman for Soul Ring. Like we can do weird things. Prime Time is strictly value. Primus is strictly value. No flash. Nothing unfair. This is just again a testament to, can you make a deck that didn't quite go the way you wanted it to? Can you still get the 2-1? Actually, funny enough, these are the decks I most commonly trophy with. Whenever I'm not happy with the build, which I am not happy with this build, but turn 2, Grist and Oko are super on the table. Turn 1, Witch, turn 2, Chain of Smog is possible. This Dark Ritual is pretty close to being cut. but the witch keeps it alive. So we won the die roll, so we're winning. It's a great example why Dark Ritual just isn't great in this deck. So this is an island. Turn 2, we play Shredder. Turn 3, we play Spellseeker, get Chain. And then we can pillage for whatever. I gotta turn down the volume on my headphones. They're yelling at me. Okay. Opponent is not doing anything. Okay. Hooray! Yeah, we play that. Are we spell seeking or are we shredding? Um, I'll spell seek. If we draw the witch, we have opponent dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, yeah. So, for this reason, opponent holds up counter magic. Ooh, I played bad. I thought I was going to be able to plot this, but I can't do that and land more elves. So I wasted a connive. That's fine. Chain of Smog for value. Go empty-handed and just Chain of Smog opponent. Okay. Um, I'm plotting it. Opponent has all their mana up. I don't want land elves being random flash threaded, and I'm also holding up blue and 1. Fear me, opponent. That is not very good. So, Terrorist under target online. We will start by attempting to win the game. We did not win the game. This is an artifact deck, which makes me think might would be good. I'm just a sucker for Grist. Alright, sorry, Dark Ritual. Is this the right thing to do? Probably not. Do I have a Grist and an Oko? Yes. Game plan has changed. Combo is out. My next connive probably gets rid of Chain of Smog, if I'm being honest. Ooh. Next connive, opponent says. Ha! I mean, that's good. So we will tear asunder your relic. This is close to everything range. We will make a food. We will make an insect. Ah, boo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. We have cast Primeval Titan mana. We don't have. We have Wasteland. We don't have Field of the Dead or anything else. Fire. Okay. Do I feel like that is an elk? I do feel like that is an elk. It's a dead elk. Okay. Okay. I'm about to cast a Primeval Titan. This is another turn where maybe I'm not doing the right things in the right order, but I have a hard time playing super tight when I'm this ahead. When I have a Grist and an Oko and a Primeval Titan, sometimes I don't think perfectly logically. We'll go land that would enter tapped anyway, and Wasteland. So like maybe I should have held up Pierce for that. Congratulations. Um, bonk. Yes, please. Tapped. Like maybe I definitely have a feeling that that is an elk. Something just feels elk-like. Oddity. Okay, so now I'm holding up Pierce. I can turn this food into an elk. Um, I think that's a no from me, cuh. This should be scoop. Yeah, because I have him dead. I can sack the insect, kill that, elk up my food, get in. If they're doing artifacty things, I don't have sideboard pieces for artifacty things. But I'll definitely keep in mind that Might is good, Terrace Under is good. 1-0. Deck's insane. Hand's insane. Turn 1 Elf. Turn 2 I have 4 mana. Can never lose. Next turn, I'm going to use the Elf to cast the Might, hold up Sneaky Spell Pierce. And I will follow through on my word. Let's see. 4 is not 6. But 6 turns into 8 really easy. Do it, idiot. Am I just gonna stop him? That turns into a treasure. Yeah, okay. Could have pierced that, but I did not. Okay. I may cast spells only anytime I may cast a sorcery. That does not have anything to do with the mechanic plot. Opponent has more powerful magic cards in their deck than I do in mine. Oh man. Oh man. I think this card is just so mid in this cube. Like it's only good with Academy. It is only good with Academy. It's not good with Ancient 2. Like you're paying all this mana just to not go up. We will attempt to pillage the ball. Oko Grist. Oko Grist. Soul Ring. I kind of like Soul Ring. I can't cast. I mean, I could cast Grist. I'm getting Soul Ring. Call me crazy. Opponent may counter my Soul Ring. I'm playing Llanowar Elves. So using the power of friendship, I can cast a Prime Time, which will allow me to use the power of friendship to cast Primus, which will let me blow up their academy. Opponent is scary right now. Opponent is scary right now. I'm very excited. They announced that they're doing vintage type cube on Arena starting next week, and that's when this vintage cube goes down. So I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of those. I will be recording and uploading those as soon as they become available. And if there's anything anyone wants to see, let me know. Yesterday I played some Amulet Titan in Modern. It didn't go great, I'm not gonna lie. I just didn't know the lines. Opponent just has counter magic. That is a great draw. How great of a draw is it? I mean, I feel like I'm just dead this game. How do I not lose this game? Opponent, this card is so good. I'm going to the next game. Opponent is set up. So the goal of this game is to not let that happen to me. I don't see how I win the game of Magic I was just a part of. Opponent would have to have 4 lands out of the 5 cards in their hand, and in their 3 draws next turn with, and in their 3 draws on the following turn with, in order for me to have a fighting chance. Like, they just were looking at too many cards and had too much mana. Turn 1, Soul Ring. Turn 2, Prophet. Turn 1, Soul Ring. Turn 2, Shredder Might. Discard this Deluge. Would I rather Might or Llanowar Elves? That was a trick question. I could do both. This Deluge is out. Might also on the battlefield. Go. If I draw a Prime Time, I can cast a Prime Time. That is not a Prime Time, but it is interesting. And I will be attempting to cast it. Very Dead to Wrath, which they've shown that they play. But every game you can't be good against everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Ha ha ha. Get it? Cause 6, 7. 6, 7. Okay, here's Prime Time. Like, if I could get Dark Depth Stage here, that would be so much better than what I'm able to get, which is going to be Wasteland and Bayou. Go to combat, make Teferi die, and then make their face die. So opponent's going to untap, play Plains, and play Wrath of God, and that's a shame. You know what I have in hand. That means you don't have Wrath of God. Hooray! So, like that. This cube is just such a perfect example of even if your draft goes bad, make sure you're building a functional deck. If I only built my deck trying to Dark Depths combo, I'd taken that crop rotation, I had really built around taking that Elvish Proclaimer, and that was what I was in on doing, I don't win that game. But I played it just knowing that there's powerful cards that I can go 1-3 into Grist or into Oko. This hand is interesting. I'm keeping. If I draw a blue source, I get to hold up Pierce. If I don't, I get to turn 2 Bowmasters, which is just a fine thing to be doing. And then I have Witch, I have Night's Whisper. Okay. Opponent's mana is good. Ancient Tomb makes me want to play Boseiju here. Therefore, I will play Boseiju here. If I decide that what I want to do next turn is Oddity, I want the ability to Oddity. Interesting. Is my opponent playing Storm? I hope so. Storm is terrible. Opponent is F6, so you better storm off right now. Next turn, I Night's Whisper before playing a land. See if I can't get a blue source. Alternatively, I could land Witch Night's Whisper, but it's better to have the chance of holding spell tears. Opponent is casting a weird spell. Opponent has me dead because Atali's super good. They were waiting for me to put creatures in play. Whoa. Opponent does not have me dead because they're terrible at Magic the Gathering. 1, 2, 3, Witch. Holding up Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is not good against Reanimate and Exhume. Actually, Exhume would be fine, low key. Yeah, we'll play land, and we'll play Night's Whisper. Trigger Witch. If I get the combo, I don't know if I go for it. You may pay 3 life if you would like. You may destroy my creature. Grist. 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 I'm playing it. The reason I'm playing it is because seeing as their Reanimator, Grist can kill Atali if they reanimate it, which they've shown that they are not able to reanimate it. That was their drop return. Pillage the Bog is super good. Play land per turn first. Pillage the Bog. Ooh, they are tapped out. They have 1 green mana, so Wasteland's interesting. They have 3 cards in hand, so Chain of Smog is interesting. Value Chain of Smog. Just like cast it against them. Discard cards from your hand. If they copy it at me, that's fine. Boldest Citadel. Do it. Oh man. On me? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna send it back. Okay. both playing off the top, except I have creatures into Grist, which I think is winning. If they reanimate Atraxa, I can kill it with Grist. And I actually get to win via ulting Grist, so that's fun. That is fun. It counts itself. That's interesting. I didn't know that. It goes to the yard before it resolves, so it's useful. 1-0. Nothing for Reanimator. And just like I was saying, like these are the types of decks I randomly trophy with all the time. It's just I was unhappy with how it went. Obviously, Soul Ring is great. You know, I'm not winning any of these games because I got a Soul Ring. I guess when I pillaged for Soul Ring and was able to cast a prime time off it, like maybe. But you know, this is just a well-built interactive pile that has a combo in it, which hasn't come up, but Grist and Oko are just value engines on 3. And Llanowar Elves, Dark Ritual, Soul Ring, type of cards that let you get them on turn 2 instead of turn 3. Um, I passed on the Lotus Petal before seeing either of these cards. If I had both of these when Lotus Petal was around, I would have taken it, but I didn't know exactly which direction this deck was going. This is a rough keep. The colors are so bad, but their mana base seems super wastelandable. And on the back of their mana base seems super wastelandable, I am keeping this bad hand. Please try this at home, chat. And we did it! Alright, step 1. Go nuts. Their deck is very scary. Atraxa and Atale and Bolus's Citadel, they're not doing fair things. What's my best draw? I don't know. But Bayou? It's close to Bayou. So next turn I have Terra Sunder up. Like a full Terra Sunder, if that's what I feel like I need. I also have like instant speed Bowmaster, half of Terra Sunder. I also just have instant speed Bowmaster. Deluge just seemed bad in both matchups. It's just who I'm going against. Opponent is up to no good. We will play Vista because deck thinning. Draw some cards. Draw some cards. Someone activating a Grizzlebrand into getting Bowmastered is actually a fever dream. Okay. Why are you playing this card? Why is anyone playing this card? Like, this is a unfair deck I'm looking at, and that's just like a bad fair card. I don't think they have Stoneforge in their deck. I guess they have white. Ancient Tomb. I am flush with mana. Thank you, deck, for permitting me to have mana. But I'm good. You know, give me Oko. Is that too much for a boy to ask for? Just Oko off the top. Guys only want one thing, and it is disgusting. Those memes are funny. Thought Scour. I don't have it this time. Maybe they are Bad Storm. Bad Storm, terrible Reanimator. Like, show and tell? I guess both of the threats were show and tellable. Uh-oh, storm count 1. Count it, count it. It's gonna pop up over here. I guess it would have already popped up. I love it when it pops up storm count 1. It's like, why are you tracking it at 1? You are giving me information that someone has a storm spell in hand or in deck. I don't know what I would pull Terra Thunder on. I mean, obviously, they had Citadel. All right, they're show and tell. They have show and tell. Exhume Swamp. Exhume my Bowmaster. Hee. All right, show and tell. It's the only card I'm afraid of. They show and tell me I'm putting an Ancient Tomb. Opponent. Ooh, my laptop. Opponent is considering showing and telling. Or something that is less bad for me. 3-mana Upheaval. Oculus. Okay. Am I deluging this Oculus away? Maybe. Definitely maybe. Oasis reference. I mean, if I attack and he blocks, I get to deluge on 2 instead of on 5. Okay. I like the attack and then deluge. Okay, deck. I get it. I get it. I have lands. I do kind of want to keep the Terrace under. Sweet. Gain one of them back with Witch. We up. Opponent's deck seems so strange. This is the perfect example of what not to build in Vintage Cube. Like, they might have been trying to do something that didn't come together, and what resulted was this pile. Okay. This is an example of when playing. No, it wouldn't have mattered because I wouldn't have had 2 blacks. You got it. Chainsaw on the Oculus. What am I looking for to win this game? Not Chain of Smog. Not Chain of Smog. Goodbye, Oculus. I will be Chain of Smog in opponent. Why? Oh, you don't have black. Like, don't build these piles. That's fine. Those cards are both so much scarier. Instead of Oculus, he could have played Psychic Frog. I'm taking 4 for the foreseeable future. We're in top deck mode. I have Oko. I have Grist. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 1 short. Deck, I've been asking for lands all game. What does this blow up? Oracle? What pile of cards has my opponent registered? That's a good card. Finally, a good card. But, like, this is just a pile. Primus. Blow up. Like, Chainsaw is so weird to be in this deck. I guess it dealt me 4. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I mean, lands aren't worth going for except they're 1 green source. Oko, Oko, Oko. Alright. Chat, we are online. Boop, boop, boop. See if opponent has any thoughts on the state of the world. They do not. I'm just blown away. Maybe they're playing Tinker. This is just such a pile. Frantic Search is good. Frog is good. Reanimate is good. What are they up to? Ooh. Goodbye, Oko. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. That's really good. New plan unlocked. Ooh. Alright, they're going to 9 and putting the chainsaw on CZ peasy, which is wrong. Opponent is flush with mana. How much does the attractive cost? 8, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe it's worth blowing up one of these so opponent can't hardcast Atraxa. A Braid. My Soul Ring? They're screen peeking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chat, they're hacking. Chat, opponent is hacking. I will be sacrificing this food in response. I'm low-key more interested in blowing up a land. Jeez. Deck, I never ask for lands. Chainsaw is revving up. Uh-oh. Okay. Go to 9. Put the chainsaw on. This was so aggressive. Oh my lord. It does Blanc. Like, do I go to 2 to keep my Shredder alive? Yes, I do. Oh my god. Chat, we're dead. That was a game I felt terrible losing. Okay, that's funny. I mean, do I put in an Oculus and say, let's play that game? I mean, how am I putting 7 cards in my graveyard? I'm putting in Oculus. You know, try and stop me. Taking out Dark Ritual. Yeah, yeah. Let's change it up. When you lose games, change it up. Don't do that. Turn every turn bad hand. Turn one elf, turn two Oko. That is a keep. We are shipping island. This is like the nuts. Hooray! Soul Rain. Oko. Make food. If opponent conceded right here, that would be great. Hooray! Oh, I'm gonna get them. I am gonna get them. Did this opponent show me any wraths? No. Mastermind. Opponent conceded right now? That would be great. Alright, good luck. Let's make this a 4-4. Next turn I'm attacking for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Show and tell's really good against me right now. That is not show and tell. That is actually a 3-3 elk. How many fish resolves no matter what? Hooray, I have a frog. Ribbit. I have drawn very well this game. If I was opponent, I would be upset. I would not go to the comments or to the chat, but I would be upset. Little baby frog. Did opponent get me? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, yeah, opponent got me. Because I mean, I would just be forcing them to tap out, making my elf bigger or whatever, and getting in. It wouldn't be lethal unless I drew removal spell. But how I've been drawing this match, it is surely removal spell. Ancient Tomb. Womp womp. Frantic Surge. Heck no. That's the game. Is opponent upset? I would be. Whatever I draw, I discard to frog. It would have been so much better if it was Dark Ritual. Fly, little froggy. Mist Pest. is a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's lethal. They have removal spell. They have removal spell. Since they don't, I win. 2-0 with the world's best vintage cube draft. The world's best vintage cube deck, that is. Um, really not much more to say. This is exactly the deck I was looking to draft when I, sat down. I was like, I'm really hoping to build a Bowmaster, Oko, Spellseeker, Woodfall Primus deck. And, I was able to pull it off. So we are going for the trophy with a draft gone wrong. And again, this is such a good example of finding a way to build a functional deck even when the cards you're banking on don't show up. I also was hoping to get the other Magecraft card that's green to make my Green Sun Zenith better, and I didn't. But Green Sun Zenith is still in the deck with targets. Bowmaster's Whisper's Titan, gas. Seiju as a emergency stop. Oh no! If they're playing wheels, I might be able to race. You know, opponent has run out of gas. Next turn, I get to Talisman Whisper. Opponent has gas. The plan has changed. The plan has changed. Okay. What creatures do I think opponent is sneaking attacking? All of them. Green and black. Like, I don't feel like they have a track, so. But they could. No. Really, any creatures on the table. Ooh, scary, scary. Uh-oh. Way more scary. They got nothing to follow it up with. Alright, prime time. Or, what do I say? Oko time. Scoop! Scoop to Oko. Scoop to Oko. That's a cute elk you have. It would be really funny to swap for it and then Chain of Smog combo with their copy of Withered Bloom. This is great deck construction, though. If they have both combos and a Field of Ruin package, great deck construction. Just play interactive pieces. Oh no! What am I the most afraid of? Probably that. Ah, ah. Down to 3. Hmm. Okay. This is crazy. Make a food, crack a food, deluge. Alright. Oko good. Don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is not more than 6. I do get to get Wasteland here, actually. And I'm just going to make more foods. I do not want to misclick this talisman. Fill up your field. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, trade food for cat. They can't crew. Play Primus. Blow up the chariot anyway. Do I attack here? No. Attack just leaves me dead to remove a spell. But next turn, I get to make another food. Opponent. The food into Deluge was pretty funny. Nice World Spine Worm. That does not kill me. That does not even come close to killing me. If anything, that kills you. Are you just not going to attack? I think not attacking is correct. So I just block straight. All of their stuff dies. My cat dies, and I am fine. Okay. Chain of Smog is funny. I'd prefer if you didn't have that card. Attack with Prime Time to get some lands. If bad things happen to me, I have food token. Especially in doubles, this all the way up to 8. 2 would get through, but 2 is a fine number to get through. Bayou, Breeding Pool. Yeah, so now next turn, opponent is forced to at least block. Okay. I win? Question mark? Yeah, because I Oko up a thing. Oh, my bad. True. Good looks, opponent. Kill their thing. Trade. Yeah. Me and my homies hate your cat. You may have this talisman. I would like your Tifa. The no attack with prime time did in fact save me. Master class of playing. Held myself alive at 1 life. And now we're a game up for a trophy with this absolute pile against a deck. Their deck is great. And I'm up one. So, welcome to the party. I'm keeping. Spell Pierce good. Terror Sunder good. I could have turned one witched. But Spell Pierce good. Back when Pick One Dark Ritual finally cast it. But what if I cast Consider and then block? The line does not fear the casting of Consider. Draw a Chain of Smog, win. What the heck? This is a different thing. That is not Chain of Smog. Am I shocking to be able to do multiple things? Yeah. Am I blocking? No. Got him. So I have Mastery, I have Spell Pierce, I have Terror Sunder. I can do Spell Pierce and this is scary. Chad, am I cooked? Boo. Oh, it's only instant or sorcery spell. It's not non-creature. Hooray. Okay. I mean, this is not where I want to be. But you may notice that I am not dead. And as you can see, I am not dead. That's from Black Panther. Aha! Are they playing around Force of Negation? They're not playing around Force of Negation. Okay, do I die? Or do I Terror Sunder you? No! Okay. Opponent should have done that before. This one is for all of the marbles. Will Chain of Smog ever be cast in a combo sense? Find out next time. Turn 1, Lanoir. Turn 2, Talisman. Turn 3, Green Sun's on 4. I'm keeping. This is about as good a hand as this deck is capable of. If I draw Uko, if I draw Grist, I'm good. If I draw Soul Ring, I'm turn 3 prime timing. That's a good thing to be doing, I've been told. You got to be drawing a lot of cards for Fast Bomb to be good. Opponent has not shown that they're drawing a lot of cards. Where's your red at? Oh, man. Oh, my God. Do I just make opponent play off the top for the rest of the game? I think yes. I'll discard Green Suns. Okay. Uh, Sage. Do not. You may have more lands than me, but I have more copies of Llanowar Elves in play. And therefore, who is the real winner? Worst draw in the deck. Oh no. That is a good top deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Me win 5, not 6. Oh no. I mean, draw land, play prime time. Following turn, play Primus. Opponent can play anything they draw. Oh my gosh. So you're telling me there's a chance? Yes, please. Let's make sure the stuff I get taps for blue. Opponent is drawing lands. This is a crazy game. Opponent draws another land, we take them. That's fine. Can opponent attack here? No, right? 12. Yeah. Opponent can attack here. And it's correct for opponent to attack here, actually. Okay, okay. Go to combat. Attack with my creatures. Yes, please. Opponent concedes? Why does opponent concede? Chat, we did it. Awesome. Well, that's how you trophy in Vintage Cube. I hope you were taking notes. I like opening my treasure chests. Let's see what we get. 25 play points. That means it was worth opening. Random elf and random cards from Born of the Gods. So yeah, that is how you trophy in Vintage Cube. Please try this at home. No Chain of Smogs cast for the combo, but multiple fair Chain of Smogs cast, which is hilarious. Yeah. So like and subscribe and all of that. Leave comments if you guys want to see some things. And I am very shocked this trophy.